This week in EDU 503, I chose my topic over Tinker Voice Des Moines Independence Community School District. The case. The Tinker's Voice Des Moines Independent Community School District started December of 1965 and involved high school and junior high students of the Des Moines, Iowa School District. The petitioners were John F. Tinker, age 15, Chris Eckhart, age 16, and Mary Beth Tinker, age 13, which is John's sister. The case continued. The Tinkers, Chris Eckhart, and some adults held a meeting at the Eckhart's home. In this meeting, the group decided to publicly express their objections to the hostilities in the Vietnam, and also their support for a truce. John, Chris, and Mary decided they were going to wear black armbands during the holiday season, and also fast on December 16th and 31st, New Year's Eve. The children's parents had previously engaged in similar activities, and this year the children decided to join them by participating in the ritual. The administration of Des Moines School District. The administration of Des Moines School District became aware the students were going to wear black armbands to school, starting on December 16th. With prior knowledge of the black armband expression, the administration met on December 14th, 1965, and made a new school district policy pertaining to the armbands. The policy stated any students wearing an armband to school would be asked to remove it, and if he refused, he would be suspended until he returned without the armband. The petitioners, Chris, Mary, and John. On December 16, 1965, Chris and Mary wore the black armbands to school, knowing the school's new policy in place. The next day, on December 17, 1965, John wore a black armband to school. Chris, Mary, and John were all sent home by administration and suspended until they could return back to school without wearing the black armband, which was banned following the new school policy in place. The suspended students did not return back to school until after the new year, which was the date the students planned to stop wearing the black armbands anyways. Petitioners continued. The students, petitioners, they couldn't sue, so the fathers ended up suing the Des Moines Independent Community School District under 1983 of Title IV of the United States Code. The petitioners, when they responded, the school official and board of directors, to be restrained in disciplining the petitioners and asked for nominal damages. The Des Moines School District's argument. The Des Moines Independent Community School District argued they made the armband policy to prevent disturbances of school discipline. This meant the school district was worried about the black armbands would become a distraction on educational and social levels. Initial ruling. After the evidentiary hearing, the district court dismissed the complaint in favor of the Des Moines Independent Community School District based upon an order to prevent disturbance of school discipline. The Tinkers appealed the district court ruling, and the case was sent to the Court of Appeals of the 8th Circuit, which was in Banca. In Banca means the case of the Tinker Voices Des Moines Independent Community School District was heard by all judges of the 8th Circuit instead of the selected jury panel. Court of Appeal, the 8th Circuit. The judges were equally divided and affirmed without opinion. The district court recognized the students were wearing the black armband for the purpose of expressing their views is within free speech of clause of the First Amendment. However, the judges granted certiorari. A certiorari is an order by which a higher court reviews the decision of a lower court. So the court ended up going to the Supreme Court. The case ended up going to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court ruling. The Supreme Court's main question was, does a prohibition against the wearing of an armband in public schools as a form of symbolic protest violate the students' freedom of speech protections guaranteed by the First Amendment? The Supreme Court ended up ruling yes in the case of Tinker's Voice Des Moines Independent Community School District with a vote of 7-2 major on February 24th, 1969. Additional information. Students are persons protected under the Constitution, and public schools cannot dictate what is allowed and what is not allowed. Records show there is no reasonable method that school administration could forecast the potential of disruption of school activities. The 2-inch wide armband was not a disruption or a violation of dress code. District administration allowed other students to wear political campaign items such as buttons and even an iron cross relevant to the Nazi symbols. Implications for the Athletic Activities Administration. Problems with the First Amendment are occurring when they are colliding with rules and policies that school districts are making. Just because some people view something differently than you doesn't mean the other person is necessarily wrong, especially when it comes to your rights of the First Amendment. In conclusion, I think this is a good case for coaches, athletic directors, and administrators to view. Knowing that we can't suspend student athletes because of First Amendment rights is something that we can all learn from. The First Amendment protects student athletes' rights and voice regarding topics in which they feel strongly about. Administration and school officials would benefit from taking time to read cases such as this and similar ones, knowing the laws and rights around the First Amendment will be helpful in knowing what they can and cannot make students do. References.